Well, we've just been doing a little bit more work here in the shop. I'm going to show you guys the update. Of course, you can see it behind me, so not a whole lot of surprise here. But we are finally going up on the walls with the OSB, and we started this. Katie actually started here in the finishing area, which I'm really happy that she did because she did all of the ceiling, which sucked. Happened to cut around all the light penetrations. She actually went inside the, our lights were just hanging in the joist space here, which I would have been lazy and just, who cares, left it in joist space. But she actually she made a small frame box and put OSB on the back of it even, so when you look up behind the light, you don't see all the nail heads and stuff poking through from the loft flooring. So it actually looks really nice. We'll be able to trim this out, be able to paint back behind the light, paint it black or whatever, and then be able to trim this out with just some cedar trim or oak or just whatever you want, So she started in the ceiling, and that kind of got us rolling. And so while she was working in here on the ceiling, I started out here in this corner, which is just right outside the finishing area, basically. So I started working my way along this wall, just piece by piece by piece, obviously. It's a little tricky making all the cuts because you have to cut around, obviously, the boxes. And then we also have to notch around each of these angled braces coming down. And of course you've got, this one here has a piece of conduit on it, so it's a little bit different from that one. And of course you have to measure and check every single one of them because we've already found several times that our building is not square or plumb. Shocker, right? Nothing's ever perfect, so you can't assume that it is. But I don't know what's the next step. We're getting all the OSB. Our first goal was to get it all the way around on the lower walls, right? At least so that we can start to put stuff against the wall if we want to. Of course, we still have to do all the uppers as well. And if you stack stuff against the wall at floor level, then it's going to suck to try to work above it. But really the goal, to be honest with you, the goal was really to try to start getting this pile of OSB cleaned up. She wants it out of the floor because where it's at right now, God forbid we had a really bad storm come in, with throughout the hail, you can't park a vehicle on this side. She's been pulling her car in and parking on this side, which that was about 2x4s on the floor. So she's done that a couple times actually with some throughout storms. I'm just like, whatever, hail hits my truck, oh well. As long as it doesn't bust my windshield out, I'm okay with some little dents and dings. But yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it as far as the update, I guess. Just trying to get all the OSB put on the walls. I guess I just want to show you guys, I think I mentioned in prior videos that was our plan, was to put up OSB versus drywall. Obviously we don't want to be knocking holes in the wall with drywall. And honestly, we got a really good price on this OSB. We got it at Home Depot several months ago now. And for whatever, this stuff was like, it was like $7 a sheet. $7 or $7.15. Now we got the bulk price because we bought at least one full bundle. So that helped a little bit. But when we looked to try to find like half-inch OSB, which really isn't a thing, it's always going to be 7/16 or like 15-30 seconds. But we found actually a listing they had for half-inch, and it was like $15 a sheet. And then of course if you went to 3/4, it was like $14 a sheet or something. And if you try to go to 7/8, it was even more crazy. So this all started, of course, because in the loft floor we did 2 sheets. I made a video about how we did double layered in the loft floor to effectively create, an inch thick because it was significantly cheaper than if we were to go buy an actual 3/4 or 1 inch thick OSB or plywood. On the walls all the way around, obviously we're only doing half-inch. But yeah, I got a really, really cheap price on 7/16. I actually asked the employees while I was there, I was like, man, that just seems crazy cheap, It's cheaper than drywall almost, or was. And he said, yeah, but you'll see this summer, storm season, he said, you'll see this summer, you'll see it go way up. He's like, so they kind of they kind of float that price around. So that's a tip to you guys. If you're looking for OSB, maybe look in the not stormy season. Maybe you'll find it cheaper. I don't know. Maybe it was a total fluke, but it was a very good price, we thought anyway. So we bought the whole bundle back then, and we just kind of did some rough estimates in our heads to say that, okay, we need at least enough to buy a whole bundle. So I think a bundle was 69 or 71 sheets or something. And we bought like a total of 85. I remember we bought the bundle plus some. It doesn't really matter. Anyway, basically Katie's been working, so while I was working going around the walls here, Katie started working in the finishing area, going around that way on the walls. So she's got 2.5 sheets left to put on the wall in there, and then it's done. I've got about 2.5 sheets left, maybe 3 sheets left on this wall over here. Another 2 or a sheet and a half there, another sheet there. So we're getting pretty close, really, on the whole first run. I don't know if it's going to be enough. If we finish all the way around for one run, I don't know if that's going to be enough for her to let me bring the tools home or not. I would love to, because we really, really need to get our tools in here to where we can use them, because we've kind of put a moratorium, so to speak, on any projects, you know, and said, look, we don't need to be running over to Cold Springs to work on projects. We need to be here in the shop, working in the shop to get it to where we get our tools home. But I've got some projects that I really need to do. I've got customers waiting on me for stuff, and I don't like that. So yeah, I want to get things home, but whatever. We did have one other issue, and this has been quite aggravating. We had a miscommunication on what 16 on center means. And so one of us that was laying out studs, I think what happened was measuring from the inside of the stud to the center of the next stud, and then from the inside to the center. And the problem with it is that we're getting this accumulated error. So you can't just, the studs are kind of 16 on center, but they're more like 16 and a half on center or something like that, 16 and 3/4. So anyway, what you get, we're getting this compounding error to where you can't just put up a 4x8 sheet because it doesn't reach to this stud. And so I've been having to rip and put a nailer strip, you know, or furring strip basically. I've been ripping a 2x4 in half and then nailing it to the side of this, to the 48 stud. But we've gotten this one here. This one's the worst so far, because I've gotten to where it's 48 inches and you're still 1.5 inches. Let me get this here. See, we're 49, almost 50 inches to get to the center of the stud. So it's, I keep thinking that if I, you know, just cut like one narrow strip, that I can kind of fix it. But it doesn't seem to work that way. These two studs here, they are, see, that's like 16, it's basically 16 on center from one to the inside of the next. And then if you go from that edge, that'd be the 16-inch mark, you're 16 and a half. So here to go to center, if I go center there, we're like kind of 16, it's like 16 and a half on center. So like I said, I don't understand how it happened, but it happened, and now we're having to fight with it because we're having to put in all sorts of nailer strips. It takes forever to put up each sheet of OSB because each one, you can't just bam, 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 throw them up on the wall. Each one has to be custom measured. And the nailer strips put in, which put the nailer strips in, then we have to shave the foam off because the foam is stuck on everything. So we have to shave foam off and clean the stud up before we can even nail to it. But anyway, good day so far. Got out here this afternoon. I don't know, it was after lunch, 1:30, almost 2 o'clock. Maybe when I actually came out here and started working, it's about 5 o'clock now. So I managed to get 5.5 sheets. I started in that corner over here. Got that last sheet. Wow, that is so weird. Got that last little half sheet up in the corner, and then I went across this wall. So 5.5 sheets in 3 hours. I'm happy with that. It's a good amount of progress. But now the next big mission, if I want to take a break on OSB, this whole stack of lumber has to be flipped 90 degrees and stacked against this wall instead, so that we can make space to put tools in against that wall and be able to pull a vehicle in here still if we want to. So whatever. Yeah, so that's your update. Moving along on the shop. Finally, it's good to make some progress. We really need to get this thing done up, and we need to get our tools in here, and we need to get busy building some projects and making some money.